Hi viewers. So I know many moons ago I promised a Q&A video, and I don't want to get into details because it will infuriate me, but I spent so damn long, and it was the world's longest video, bless you Juni, and I deleted it. So I'm going to answer the same questions. Hopefully it's just as funny, but also I'll probably be, you know, a little quicker. I'm prepared this time. Hopefully no one will be disappointed by this. Juni's having a cute day, so it's already a cooler video. So let's get started. I want to start off this Q&A with probably the most important question about me. There's a lot of controversy and drama surrounding this question, so I'm just gonna lay it out. The question is whether or not I like potato salad. I in fact do like potato salad, but I am newly vegan, so I mean, I haven't tried vegan potato salad yet, but odds are I'll like it. Anyway, next one. Now that we got that one out of the way, that one was weighing on me for a while, so I'm glad that, you know, I don't have that on my chest anymore. Oh my god, I can't remember my password. Oh my god. Why don't I know my password? Got it. So, since when I originally recorded this video, I've gotten questions, so I'll just answer the most recent ones too. Oh, are you and Mikey getting marries? I don't know when we'd get marries, but I hope we do, because I already have a Nike swoosh tattooed on myself for him. So what instruments do I play? That's my guitar. That's my ukulele. I can kind of play those, not very well. That was funny though. And I can kind of play keyboard. I'm not great at any instruments. I just you know, I play around. Make music, I love you. Oh, no, that's not what they said. They said make a musically, which I'm obsessed with those, but I'm not good enough. My sister is very good at them. So, you know, when I find out her musically username, I'll put it in the description of this video because she's so good at it. What's a trend you hate? Fuck. Okay, it's not a trend. Well, a meme's a trend. Let's be honest, a meme's a trend. I'm not into the Meryl Streep yelling meme. I love Meryl, but like, it's just not that funny to me. It kind of goes into the same class as like the damn Daniel meme for me, and I'm not feeling it. What's my favorite book? You know, honestly, I struggle with reading because being depressed and mentally ill like convinced me for a lot of years that like I'm too stupid to read or something, but I'm trying again, and I just read A Girl on the Train, whatever, the one that had the movie, and I really liked it. It was twisty as hell, so I like that. Sorry if that's not like a cool book, but like I'm literally just trying to like start with easy things. Oh my god, my favorite song. I literally decided this the other day and now I don't know. Oh, Go Slow by Haim, I think, and then if we're going with classics, Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor. Where do I like shopping most? I've been working at a lot of vintage stores this year, so I've been super into buying vintage like at flea markets or where I work or on Depop. I buy a lot on Depop lately. If I'm buying new clothes, I kind of just go wherever. Like, this is from Nasty Gal. My pants are from Topshop. This is from AA. I'm pretty boring. What are some of your favorite movies? I love twisty movies and scary movies and documentaries. Damn, what's my favorite though? I like The Imposter as a documentary. Twists, I like Prisoners and The Game. don't know, it's really hard for me to think of favorite anythings, but I usually just say my favorite movie is 50 First Dates. Have you watched Twin Peaks? It seems like you would like it. You know, I put up a big fuss when everyone else liked Twin Peaks, and I was like, oh, it's too trendy, I can't watch it. But now, like, I don't give a shit, so I'll probably watch it. And you're probably right, I will like it, because I'm trendy. How was high school for you? It makes me want to die. It also made me want to die. I honestly have the kind of brain that blocks out a lot of things, so I don't really even remember a ton, but I didn't have a good time. I was extremely weird. Don't have any friends from that era except for my friend Lauren, who didn't even go to the same school as me. Like, I was made fun of a lot and bullied, and I was a weird kid. I wasn't very cute. I never did my homework. I was just like so mentally confused with like starting to figure out that I had a mental illness just really overwhelmed me, and I did no homework. So like that's a pretty big regret for me. Like I wish that I had tried harder in school, but you know, I'm getting by. Did you go to college? If not, why did you choose not to? So I did enough in high school to get accepted into Portland State, and I went there for 1 term before I had a mental breakdown and dropped out. Then I attended Portland Community College for the rest of that year. Then I did nothing for a little bit. I just like finished a year and was like, I hate school. But then I went to Paul Mitchell Beauty School for like hair, skin, and nails stuff, and I graduated that. So, but I never got licensed, so I'm not even a licensed cosmetologist, because that's around the time that I started touring and stuff. So I just never got around to it because I started doing music more seriously. But if college isn't your thing and school isn't your thing, like, don't be too hard on yourself, because like people are wrong. Like, you can still be an educated, smart person and get by and not go to college. Would you ever consider getting another dog? I would love another dog. I originally wanted a really big dog, like a Bernese or a Newfie, but that would be irresponsible for me at this point because I don't have a yard or a big house. But hopefully I will get Juni a giant brother someday. What's your fave season? Summer. I'm like significantly less depressed when it's nice out. Do a YouTube video on the daily life of Juni, please. I am gonna like make a list of all these video requests and like hopefully actually get around to them, because that's an amazing idea and Juni would love it. He loves being in the limelight. Have you seen the movie Get Out? Yeah, it was really good. I really liked it, super funny. I kind of wanted it to be scarier though. Sorry. Do a house tour. Added to my mental list. In your new video, make Juni dance. Juni, come here! Why did you decide to go vegan? 1 second, Juni's chewing my shoe. So it actually started with me and my therapist deciding that I should try not eating just dairy for a month, because as many of you know, I was a pro ice cream scooper and I was eating so much damn ice cream, like so much every day, and like I always want to be healthier, but like I'm sure a lot of you can relate that like depression makes dieting and eating healthy really freaking hard. So I was like, I don't know what to do. I really feel depressed about not eating healthy, but I don't know what to do. So she was like, maybe we should just start with not eating dairy. And then I did that for a month, and I was like, that was weirdly easy, and I feel good about myself. So then I just decided to take everything else out. Plus I love animals, so it's kind of a win-win. So these next 2 questions kind of go together, so I'll try to touch on them both. The first one's short and just says, what caused your BPD, anxiety, etc.? the other one says, will you talk more about BPD and when you got diagnosed? I don't have any signs or behaviors indicating that I have a personality disorder, but I have suffered from some other things and I just haven't gone to get diagnosed or anything. So I was just wondering how you decided you needed help and the whole process. Where do I even begin? Well, to go back to the one that talks about what caused it, there's not always a catalyst for it besides genetics. I have a history of mental illness in my family, but I also was raised in a very anxious environment that I think really affected me as a child, and I didn't really put enough focus on caring for myself and worrying about, you know, how to take care of my emotions, so I never really learned how to do so. So I guess that would be something that maybe caused it, but I'm also just like susceptible. Juni. But I'm also just more susceptible through genetics. When I got diagnosed, I've only been diagnosed with BPD for a little over a year. So basically, I was already attending therapy just for like general depression and anxiety. I really wasn't into that therapist. I had mentioned BPD to her, like, hey, like, do you think maybe I could have this? And she was like, no, you definitely don't have it because you're not malicious and you don't seek revenge on people. And I was like, okay, I didn't know you had to have all of the symptoms, which you don't, but like, I trusted her. Then a little bit down the line, we started talking about the possibility of me having ADD. So I took a really long, extensive ADD test, and I went to meet with a psychiatrist about the results. This is a really long story. And basically the psychiatrist went over them with me, and she said, so you should definitely not be put on Adderall because you don't have ADD, and it would probably make it a lot worse because all of your signs are pointing to borderline personality disorder and not ADD. And I was like, great, my therapist is an idiot. So I stopped seeing her and started seeing a new one that wasn't under my insurance. She's a lot more expensive, and like, I'm really broke, but I'm making it a huge priority for me to see someone who like I actually really like. So now I'm seeing a new therapist and I'm on medication. I take Zoloft, Wellbutrin, and propranolol, and I'm super grateful for them. I guess just going back to how I decided I needed help. I've kind of known that I've needed help since I was like 16, but I didn't take it seriously for a really long time. I guess just talking to a lot of other people with mental illness and just deciding I didn't want to feel that way anymore. It just, you'll get to a point when you'll know, like, I'm ready to start really doing something about this. Next question. Can you make a YouTube video dyeing Juni pink? Yes, that was actually going to be the next color I dyed him, so I'll definitely be filming that. How did you and Mike meet? Well, first of all, his name's Mikey. Secondly, we met on tour when I opened for Melanie, because Mikey was Melanie's sound and tour manager. Sound engineer and tour manager. And we were just friends, we both were dating people, and then we had this huge dramatic year of having crushes on each other, and now we're dating. It's really cool. And we have a Juni who's being insanely wild right now. Juni's just biting my leg as I'm answering these questions. Would you ever have matching outfits with Juni? P.S. You're so cool, I'm glad I follow you. Yes, I would definitely have matching outfits with Juni, and I'll be on the lookout for those now. This isn't a question, but it's sweet. Every time I hear your music in a store, I say, I know her, that's Timothy, and I think it makes me sound cool. Thanks. It does make you sound cool. What do you feel about minors self-diagnosing themselves with BPD? I get confused, and if you don't mind, I hope you can raise awareness about BPD. Thanks. This is an interesting question. So when I got diagnosed with BPD, it was a huge relief for me, because I was like, great, like this explains it. Like, always knew there was something missing by just saying I had depression and anxiety. I was like, there's something else. And when I got diagnosed, I was like, finally, like, this makes sense. But something that I struggle with, and that my therapist was always talking to me about, is that sometimes I identify with it a little too much, and sometimes I'm like, oh, well, that's just how I am, I have BPD, instead of being like, okay, I struggle with these symptoms, and I can, you know, I can get past that and get better, you know? Like, you can't I guess not romanticize it, but don't identify with it as much. So basically, back to the question, I know that a lot of people, or minors who don't have supportive families or other reasons, can't always get a medical diagnosis, but still want that same relief. And I think that that's totally fine, as long as you're not stopping at the point of identifying with it and not taking it as a learning tool to find the things that you struggle with and then moving past them. I don't know if that made sense. Can you post more covers? Literally deprived after Dresses on a Loop and seeing only a few of your covers on YouTube. I hope it's okay, I just miss your voice. That's really sweet, and I really hope to be recording a lot more covers, because I've been kind of anxious about it and not very confident, but I'm going to use this channel as a tool to get more music out there, and I was actually about to cover a song right after this, so I'll go do that now. Cool questions, guys. Thank you for watching me. Bye!